Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lee J, and we are going to listen to some music today that is right. So I just posted my first Steely Dan reaction, and just from reading your comments, I can tell you all really enjoyed that reaction, which fills my heart with so much joy because I found their music to be just so creative. They kept the melodies and the key changes just coming at you. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to do another Steely Dan reaction. Before we start, I'm going to read a couple of your comments. I bet you almost thought I was going to say, before we begin, make sure to do all those very important things, which, you can do that too. Okay, but looking at the comments, Rick Treat writes, the Asia album has maybe the best recording quality I've ever heard. I haven't heard the whole album yet, but just listening to that one track, I believe you. They really nailed it with the audio. Just amazing musicians. The sound is crystal clear.
The sound quality? It's clear as a bell.
Okay. And then at JS-IN4NS, I'm a composer myself, mostly choral. I love choir, and just discovered Steely Dan about 3 weeks ago. I'm listening to them obsessively. We do that when we love something. I feel cheated that I wasn't aware of these guys before. Oh my God, I love that comment so much. It's exciting when you discover a band. It doesn't matter when the band came out. It doesn't matter if they're new or if they've been around for decades, or even if you discover a composer that you've never heard of who's, maybe not on this earth anymore. Rest in peace. It's still such an amazing feeling when you discover new music that you love. So we're going to get right to it. We're going to check out the song by Steely Dan. The title of the song caught my attention. It's called Reelin in the Years. Here we go.
Hold on.
Wait, I know this song. I've heard it before, either at a party, maybe, someone was playing it, or in a store, maybe in a grocery store, or I've heard the song on the radio. That is wild. I had no idea this was Steely Dan. OMG. You learn something new every day. Okay, we're going to start that again.
Everlasting summer, you can see it fading fast. So you grab a piece of something that you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your hand. The things you think are precious, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? You've been telling me you're a genius since you were 17. In all the time I've known you, I still don't know what you mean. The weekend in the college didn't turn out like you planned. The things that pass for knowledge I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine?
There is so much joy listening to the song. And it reminds me a bit of a band called the Steve Miller Band. Oh my God, some of the best like road trip music ever. You know, this song has that same vibe. I love when the piano comes in, like before the verses. That melody is almost comes out of nowhere, and yet it just fits. They make it fit in the song. I also love how they keep the rhythm interesting. You know, they do hits in different time, and they do like back-to-back guitar solos. I mean, how often does that happen? This is the sign of a true rock song. And as a side note, there's so much happening musically, I'm only getting bits and pieces of the lyrics, but I already get a sense that, you know, some of the lyrics are a bit melancholy, and they set it to this like joyful, up-tempo music. It's as if we can be honest in how we feel, but we don't have to like fall into despair. We can still be joyful. You get what I'm saying? Drop a comment below. Okay, let me go back just a moment so we get the beginning of this next part.
I spent a lot of money and I spent a lot of time. The trip we made to Hollywood is etched upon my mind. After all the things we've done and seen, you find another man. The things you think are useless, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine?
Wow, that last guitar solo, so good. That's probably one of my favorite guitar solos that I've heard in a while. I mean, listening to the song, clearly they are incredible musicians. The different melodies that are being woven just in and out of the song, and everything sounds fresh. You know, I'm really curious what these lyrics say.
What does that mean?
Reelin in the Years, a song by Steely Dan from 1972. Oh my lord! This song is over like half a century, and it's still so good. You know, that just goes to show when something is great, it's never gonna get old. Just timeless. Okay, here's the first verse. Your everlasting summer, you can see it fading fast. So you grab a piece of something that you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your hand. The things you think are precious, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Oh, that's a great chorus. And again, you know, these like somewhat melancholy lyrics, I feel the sense of like remorse and regret, of longing. And then he sets it to this like pretty up-tempo pop rock song. And I also love the way they sing stowing away the time. Just that little extra syllable beat, it makes a difference in the melody. Okay, next verse. You've been telling me you're a genius since you were 17. In all the time I've known you, I still don't know what you mean. Oh, insult. He's like, you ain't that smart. The weekend in the college didn't turn out like you planned. The things that pass for knowledge, I can't understand. You know, I would agree with that. I feel like many of us went to college and we wonder, what did we learn? I'm still making some of these mistakes that I should have learned in college. And I'm also in a lot of debt. But anyways, I digress. Okay, and then the chorus. Are you reeling in the years, stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? I spent a lot of money and I spent a lot of time. Oh, that's a great line. So simple, but so true. We've all spent, like, it doesn't matter if all you have is $100 or $100 million. We can't take it with us when we pass. So technically, yeah, we are. We're going to be spending a lot of it. We're going to spend it all. The trip we made to Hollywood is etched upon my mind. That's because Hollywood is a very interesting place. So I don't know what you saw, but it makes sense that it stayed with you. I can only imagine. After all the things we've done and seen, you find another man. The things you think are useless, I can't understand. I surmise that he's singing to a woman. She's been telling him how smart she is. She's going to go to college. But he's looking at her and he's thinking, I don't know what you value in life. Clearly, they have different values. Drop a comment below. And it seems like she may have broken his heart because, he sings it over and over in the chorus. Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Wow. Great song. I'm going to listen to that again. Steely Dan, I'm still blown away. I've heard these melodies many times. I can literally see myself walking through a grocery store and hearing the song come on and, you kind of bop your head. You're like, yeah, this is a really cool, pop rock song, like kind of classic rock song. And I had no idea it was Steely Dan. Amazing. At the very bottom, this says songwriters Walter Carl Becker and Donald J. Fagan. Amazing. Thank you again for spending some time together and for listening to some music. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you have a favorite Steely Dan song, drop that in the comments below. I'm definitely taking requests on this band. And if you have another band, another artist that you want me to check out, you know where to put that information. That is right. Okay. Thank you again so much for just stopping by my YouTube channel and for supporting what I do. You are amazing. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And on that note, be healthy, be blessed, and until next time. Psh. Summer driven by the money. Summer driven by drawn only to the lovely honey. Won't take a rose by another name. That don't mean too much to me. That don't mean too much to me. Drawn only to love's melody.